What's up, everybody, and welcome back to PokeFlame Forever. And in this video, I'll be covering top 10 Pokemon you would not want to be your pet in real life. Now, I know we all wish Pokemon were real, and it would be awesome if they were, but there are some that would just be a bad idea to actually have as a pet. Now, to start things off, number 10. And for number 10, I chose Scyther because it is impossible to avoid Scyther's razor-sharp scythes because it moves like a ninja. So if Scyther ever went to hug you, you'd basically be killed, because it would cut you in half. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't want Scyther as a pet. It would be awesome. But the fact is that it would probably kill you if it ever tried to hug you or touch you with its scythes in any way. Now, on to number 9. And for number 9, I chose Aron because Aron eats railroad tracks and cars. Now, it wouldn't be very good if your Aron got hungry and ate your car. So, that's why it's not a very good pet, and I'm not saying I wouldn't want one as a pet, but it's just not good that it eats metal. Now, on to number 8. For number 8, I chose Electrode because if you touch Electrode, it explodes. It's not a very good pet. It's like having a walking bomb, since anytime you touch it, it explodes, and it survives every time it explodes. It's not a very good design to be a pet. Now, number 7. And for number 7, I chose Behealum, or however you pronounce it, because its psychic powers can manipulate a target's memory and even control its brain. And it doesn't seem like it'd be good to have a pet that can control your brain. Also, in general, this wouldn't really be the best pet. Now, on to number 6. For number 6, I chose Exploud because the noise that emits sound from every part of its body, and when it howls, it can be heard from miles away. That wouldn't be a really good pet. You'd have a lot of noise complaints. I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool to have an Exploud, but it wouldn't be very good because it'd be so loud it can be heard from miles away. It must be pretty bad listening to it from up close. Now, on to number 5. And for number 5, I chose Rotom because it being able to go into electrical appliances wouldn't be a very handy thing. It could cause a lot of damage, and that'd just be freaky to wake up in the middle of the night because your pet came in through an electrical socket outside and turned into your refrigerator or lawnmower. Either one. It'd just be kind of freaky, and it wouldn't be a very good pet. But I still like Rotom and think it's cool and all. It just wouldn't make a very good pet. Now, on to number 4. Number 4, I chose Darkrai because Darkrai literally makes you have nightmares. Who would want something that gives them nightmares? It purposely gives you nightmares. You would never not have a nightmare around Darkrai. Darkrai is just a bad Pokemon in general to have as a pet. And now, on to number 3. And for number 3, I chose Beware because Beware crushes its friends by hugging them, let alone its enemies. So you can't have Beware be happy if it's your pet, and you can't make it mad. So basically, you have to make sure your Beware doesn't get happy or mad with you. So you can't do anything with it if you don't want to be crushed by its hug, which would be a really weird way to die. For number 2, I chose Yveltal because when it dies, it literally kills everything around it. Even stuff that it touches, it dies. See there, its attack kills everything. It's not a good pet to have, especially if when that pet dies, it kills everything. So let's say you're Yveltal, you're flying into school, it gets hit by an airplane, and it dies. You all die. Not a very good pet. Now on to the number 1 worst Pokemon to be your pet. And how could you imagine anything worse than Yveltal to be your pet? And the Pokemon, worse than Yveltal even, is the one, the only, literally any Macargo. They are 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So basically, if you let your Macargo touch anything, it will make anything burst into flames instantly. I mean, it's a terrible pet if you can't even let it go anywhere without exploding the entire world. So, that's all for the top 10 worst Pokemon to be your pet. Also, I know a lot of people might like these Pokemon, but they still are bad pets. That doesn't mean I don't like them. That just means they'd make a bad pet. And that's all for now. See you guys next time.